What's happening, News Nation? Get ready for a whirlwind of sports headlines that you absolutely cannot miss. We've got the inside scoop on the New York Knicks' wild pursuit of Giannis Antetokounmpo. Rumors are swirling about astronomical asking prices and uncertain decision-makers in Milwaukee, leaving the Knicks with a serious dilemma. Is this dream acquisition worth abandoning other golden opportunities? We're breaking it all down. And speaking of the Knicks, is the Eastern Conference's perceived stagnation actually a playoff blessing in disguise? NBA analyst Zach Lowe thinks fans might be missing the bigger picture, pointing to the Knicks' strong offensive and defensive rankings despite recent struggles. We'll explore if this perceived weakness across the conference could be New York's hidden advantage. Then, it's a Borough vs. Borough showdown. The New York Knicks are set to face the struggling Brooklyn Nets in a highly anticipated matchup. With the Knicks riding a winning streak and the Nets battling injuries and a losing skid, we've got all the odds, spreads, and predictions you need for this crosstown clash. Who's taking home the bragging rights? And we're not stopping there, we're diving deep into the best bets for the Knicks versus Nets game, from player props like Jalen Brunson's scoring to Nick Claxton's rebounding. You won't want to miss this comprehensive breakdown. Hit that like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you're always in the know.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 mAh power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Is the dream of Giannis Antetokounmpo in New York dead? The Knicks have long been rumored to be frontrunners for the two-time MVP, especially with the 2025 offseason and 2026 trade deadline on the horizon. But a new report from ESPN's Ramona Shelburne suggests the Bucks' asking price is astronomically high. All are draft picks and good young players. This has Knicks executives in a bind, potentially forcing them to reevaluate their priorities and consider alternative star acquisitions before they miss out on other golden opportunities. The uncertainty surrounding who is even making the decision in Milwaukee adds another layer of complexity, leaving the Knicks in a frustrating holding pattern. Can New York afford to wait for a player who might never arrive, or should they pivot to other impactful moves before it's too late? The path to a championship is fraught with difficult decisions, and the Knicks may need to look beyond the Giannis fantasy. Don't go anywhere, because the landscape of the Eastern Conference might be shifting in the Knicks' favor. Plus, get ready for a deep dive into the betting lines for that massive New York showdown. Could the Eastern Conference's struggles actually be good news for the New York Knicks? Despite a recent roller coaster season, NBA analyst Zach Lowe argues that fans are overlooking the team's strong underlying metrics, third in offense and sixth in defense, with an impressive 19-7 record in their last 26 games. While injuries to key players like Nikola Vucevic and Cade Cunningham have impacted rivals like the Celtics and Pistons, and the Cavaliers are still integrating James Harden, the Knicks are finding their footing. Even with their own occasional lapses in focus, the context of a conference where other contenders are also facing challenges suggests New York has ample time to prepare for the postseason. The question remains, can they leverage this perceived East stagnation to outperform last year's Eastern Conference Finals appearance and make a deep playoff run? But before we look ahead to the playoffs, there's a crosstown rivalry heating up with major implications. We've got all the odds and predictions for the Knicks versus Nets battle. It's a classic New York rivalry game as the surging Knicks head to Brooklyn to face the struggling Nets. The Knicks, winners of 4 straight and sitting just 1.5 games behind Boston for the second seed, are coming off a dominant win where Jalen Brunson was rested. Josh Hart stepped up with a 33-point performance, and Karl-Anthony Towns added a double-double. While Brunson is expected back, the Nets are in a tailspin, having lost 5 in a row and 15 of their last 17. Their offensive struggles were highlighted by managing just 24 first-half points in a recent blowout loss, with leading scorer Michael Porter Jr. Sidelined by a hamstring injury, Brooklyn is desperately searching for answers. Adding insult to injury, the Knicks have utterly dominated this matchup, winning the last 13 meetings, including a 54-point rout earlier this season. Can the Nets find a spark at home, or will the Knicks continue their reign of terror over their borough rivals? But wait, there's more. We're breaking down the betting lines and player props for this massive crosstown clash. You won't want to miss these insights. Get ready for a crosstown clash as the New York Knicks, sitting comfortably in third place in the East, take on the struggling Brooklyn Nets. The Knicks are riding a phenomenal 13-game winning streak against their rivals, while the Nets are looking to snap a brutal skid and avoid the draft lottery. Jalen Brunson is locked in for New York, but they'll be without their energetic wing Josh Hart due to a knee injury, and Karl-Anthony Towns is questionable. On the Nets side, leading scorer Michael Porter Jr. is out with a hamstring strain, placing immense pressure on the rest of the roster. The betting markets overwhelmingly favor the Knicks, with a massive 17.5-point spread. However, betting against the spread can be tricky, especially considering New York's road struggles after a win and Brooklyn's deliberate, slow-paced offense. We're also eyeing the total points, which has ticked down, suggesting a low-scoring affair. We'll break down key player props, including Jalen Brunson's scoring potential and Nick Claxton's rebounding prospects, with Michael Porter Jr.'s absence freeing up frontcourt minutes for Claxton. Will the Knicks cover the hefty spread, or will the Nets keep it closer than expected? And can Brunson hit his scoring over with Towns sidelined? That's all for our deep dives today, but stick around for a rapid-fire recap of all the top stories and your full call to action. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. We covered the wild Giannis rumors impacting the Knicks, explored how Eastern Conference struggles might benefit New York, and broke down the massive Knicks-Nets rivalry game with all the betting insights. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to News Nation for all your breaking sports news, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and follow us on all social media platforms to stay connected.